automobile prices starting to correct. Not from what I'm looking at. I'm seeing inventory start to stack up again, used car and new cars at some of the dealers in my area that even a year ago barely had any cars at all on the lot. Now, as you can see, the cars are stacking up behind me, but the prices are something altogether that I'm not seeing come down at scale. I know that used car prices are correcting, and there's a lot of good data out there showing you price reductions, and CarMax, Carvana, these companies are struggling and not hitting their quotas. You can see behind me here, plenty of inventory here on this lot when there was nothing at all over a year ago. But the prices are another thing. The new car pricing has not come down. They are still astronomically high from my perspective, and I think from a national perspective, and used car pricing is still through the roof as well. And I think what's happening is, yes, prices are adjusting, just like in the housing market. Prices are adjusting there as well, but they're adjusting off of extreme levels because the interest rates and financing was such an extreme level. Extreme low interest rates, longer term financing on cars, things like that. Cars being financed for 110, 120, 150% of the value. So those types of things affect what the value of something will sell for. Just like in housing, it's all about the payment. The other thing that's interesting is that the $1,000 a month car payment is becoming more and more popular and more of a thing on used and new vehicles. And it's really amazing to me how that average car price keeps creeping up. I think it's $700 and something is the average, but more and more monthly payments are starting to hit that $1,000 a month price point. So very interesting times, and on the forefront of a recession. Some of the leading indicators for a recession oftentimes are the used car, new car market and sales, as well as the housing market. We know the housing market is starting to correct as we speak. So anyways, I wanted to bring you this live footage from my local market, where just a few months ago, even 6 months ago, there were hardly any cars for sale. Now there's tons out here. They're sitting, and there's no traffic, no customers on this lot right now. It'd be interesting to go out on a weekend, see what kind of traffic there is on the car lots on the weekend, but prices still have a long way to go. They're extremely high right now. Automakers are understanding they can make more money on less vehicles produced and keep the prices up, and they're going to do that as long as they can. But as long as people are willing to pay $1,000, $1,200 a month for a car and finance them for 7 and 8 years, which is ridiculous, prices are going to continue to stay high. So interesting times. This is one of the leading indicators of a recession, is used car, new car sales, and the housing market. So keep an eye on those, and you will be ahead of the game when it comes to recessionary conditions.